Hi everyone, welcome to the class of Electrical Engineering. Let us go through another problem. The following are the details of load in a circuit connected through an energy meter. First one, two fluorescent tubes 125 watts each working for 2 hours per day. Second one, 6 lamps of 40 watts each working for 4 hours per day. Third one, 1000 watt heater working for 3 hours per day. If each unit of energy costs 70 paise, what will be the electricity bill for a month of 30 days? So, for calculating the electricity bill, we have to find the energy consumed by each of the appliances. First, we have to find the total power of each appliances. Total wattage of tubes equal to 2 fluorescent tubes of 125 watt. So, we get 250 watt. Next is total wattage of lamps. 6 lamps of 40 watts. So, we get 240 watt. And 1000 watt heater. So the energy is power into time. So the energy consumed by the appliances per day equal to the tube works for 2 hours per day and lamp works for 4 hours per day and the heater works for 3 hours per day. So the total energy consumed is 250 into 2 plus 240 into 4 plus 1000 into 3. Then we get, so the answer is 4460 watt hour, and we can write 4.46 kilowatt hour. We write in kilowatt hour because 1 unit is 1 kilowatt hour. So the bill for the month is 4.46 into 30 into 70 paise, so 0.7, and we get rupees 93.66. Next is series circuit. A series circuit is that in which the resistance are connected end to end so that they form only one path for the flow of electric current. In a series circuit, the current through all the resistance connected in series remains the same, but the voltage across each resistance is different. So in this circuit, by the Ohm's law, the voltage drop across the resistance R1 is V1 is equal to I into R1 and V2 is equal to I into R2, V3 is equal to I into R3, and the voltage drop in each of the resistance is equal to, that is the sum of the voltage drops in each resistance is equal to the applied voltage. So we can write applied voltage V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3, and here the applied voltage V we can write I into R, where I is the total current, that is the current flowing through each of the element, and R is the total resistance, is equal to I into R1 plus I into R2 plus I into R3. So we can write I into R1 plus R2 plus R3. So we get the total resistance or the effective resistance R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. That is, the equivalent resistance in a series circuit is the sum of each of the resistances. Next is parallel circuit. A DC parallel circuit is that in which a number of resistors are connected in such a way that the starting ends of all the resistors are joined together and finishing ends of all the resistors are joined together. In parallel circuit, the voltage across each resistance is same, but the current through them differ from each other. Since the voltage across each of the resistance is same, by the Ohm's law, we can write I1 is equal to V by R1 and I2 is equal to V by R2 and I3 is equal to V by R3. And the total current I is equal to the sum of individual current in each. So we can write I is equal to V by R1 plus V by R2 plus V by R3, and the I, that is the total current I is nothing but V by R, where R is the effective resistance of the parallel circuit, and we can write I 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Next is voltage divider rule. The voltage across a single element or a combination of elements in a series circuit can be determined without first finding the current if the voltage divider rule is applied. The rule can be, for applying the rule, let RT be the total resistance of the circuit, that is RT is equal to R1 plus R2. So we have to find V1 and V2. So V1 will be equal to the total voltage V into the resistance through that branch, that is R1 divided by the total resistance of the circuit, that is total voltage into resistance of that branch divided by total resistance. So we can write V2 is equal to total voltage V into resistance of that branch R2 divided by total resistance. Total resistance is R1 plus R2 in case of series circuit. Next is current divider rule. So we have to find the current in each branch in parallel circuit. So the current I1 is total current I into resistance of the other branch divided by total resistance. Total resistance is R1 plus R2 in this case, and I2, the current through this branch, is total current I into the resistance of other branch, that is R1 divided by total resistance. Next problem. For the circuit shown, determine the equivalent resistance and the current flowing through each branch. Also determine the total power drawn from the supply. So this is the circuit. Here 10 ohm is in series with 20 ohm parallel and in series with 5 ohm. So when two resistances of the same value are connected in parallel, the effective resistance will be equal to half of the resistance. That is, when two resistors are connected in parallel, we can write 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, or R1 plus R2 divided by R1 R2, and we can write the effective resistance R is equal to R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So here 20 into 20 divided by 20 plus 20 equal to 20 into 20 divided by 40. So we get 10 ohm. That is, the effective resistance of these two parallel resistance is 10 ohm. By rearranging the circuit, we get like this, that is, the total resistance R is equal to 10 plus 5 equal to 25 ohm. So this is the effective resistance. Next we have to find the current flowing through each branch. For that, redraw the picture. That is, let capital I be the total current and I1 and I2 be the current flowing through the parallel circuit. So the total current I will be equal to V by the total resistance, that is 250 divided by 25, that is 10 ampere. So this is the total current flowing through the branch, flowing through the circuit. Next we have to find I1 and I2. So I1 is equal to total current I into resistance of other branch R2 divided by R1 plus R2, that is total current is 10 into 20 divided by total resistance. Here total resistance means the total resistance of the parallel circuit, that is 40 equal to 5 ampere, and I2 is also equal to 5 ampere because the resistance of these two parallel circuit are same. So I1 and I2 will be equal. So we get all the current, that is the current through 10 ohm is 10 ampere, and through 20 ohm and 20 ohm resistance is 5 ampere, and again through the 5 ohm resistance is the total current 10 ampere. Next we have to find the total power drawn from the supply. So the total power drawn from the supply is P is equal to V into I. V is 250 into current is 10, that is 2500 watts or 2.5 kilowatt. Next problem is determine the total resistance for the following network. That is, this is a parallel circuit, so the total resistance 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3, that is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 5, that is 0.5 plus 0.25 plus 0.2 equal to 0.95, and the effective resistance R is equal to 1 by 0.95, that is 1.053 ohm. So the effective resistance R is equal to 1 by 0.95, and that is equal to 1.053 ohm. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe for more videos on problematic papers of electrical engineering.